Greetings everyone, Team Waves here with another pickups video. I got some cool stuff that I picked up the last couple of weeks. Very big variety of stuff, not all video games. So just so you'll stick around, I'll probably show video games last. Got several of these items in a trade, and some in my local thrift store, and a couple of online purchases. We'll save those for last because they're probably the best. So, hey, best for last. Start off with a trade I made with one of my good friends. He had an iPod Touch that broke on him, and I had an old iPhone using him for it. He was interested. Tried to buy it off me, but I said, hey, let's just trade something, because it was a little bit water damaged, and I didn't really feel comfortable actually selling it to him. So we traded. He's a big comic book collector, so I got some really awesome comics out of him. Big stack of them. And he threw in something else too. I'll show you it first. Threw in this little Dragon Ball Z skateboard thing. It's pretty cool, mini skateboard. I don't know why the skateboard's upside down. I don't know if you can see that. The skateboard's upside down in the package. Oh well. I might try to collect all of these just because it's kind of cool. Big DBZ fan, so hey, why not? Probably not like rare or expensive or anything. Then I got a big stack of comic books here. A couple of them are just random, and then the rest of them are a complete set. The random ones are actually not so random. It's one of my favorite X-Men. Had his own comic. It's Cable. Got 2 issues of Cable. So there's one of them, and there's the other one. I haven't actually read these yet, and I love the ads on these comic books from like the 90s and stuff. I mean, the ad is just so awesome. I don't even know what that is. Skeleton Warriors. That's just really freaking cool, whatever it is. So yeah, that was 2 of them, and then the rest of them were a Valiant and Image collaboration effort. And actually, I'm going to pull this one out too, because I don't know if I already showed that on a pickup video. So even if I have, I'll show it again because I like it. This is a Valiant Image collaborative effort. Not familiar with the story yet, and I'm not that familiar with the Image comics or the rest of the Valiant world besides a couple of people. But it's this whole Deathmate series, and he's got 2 of the prologue issue. They're identical. Let's get a closer look there. I don't know how close I have to be to the camera. I'm not behind it, so I can't tell. And I don't know, there's probably like a haggard-ass glare on there. Sorry if there is. But there are 2 issues of the prologue, and then there's the black issue, and the yellow issue, and blue, red, and then the epilogue. So yeah, very cool. He knows I'm a fan of Valiant, and primarily X-O-Man-A-War. He's one of my very favoriteest comic book characters. And I don't even know if I ever showed this in a pickup video. I traded him a Game Boy Advance for this. Same guy traded him a Game Boy Advance for this. It's X-O-Man-A-War Zero. It's got a very cool, shiny graphic front. I might have shown this in a pickup video. I don't remember. If I did, there it is even again. If I didn't, here it is. Let's see how awesome it is. Very good comic. Okay, so that was that. Got the DBZ skateboard and the comics from my friend Mike. Shout out to Mike. You probably never watched this video. Shout out to you, buddy. Okay, and then I scour my local thrift store from time to time for cool stuff. It's very small. I live in a very small town, and there's never anything there really. I mean, I found video game wise, I found 4 Atari 2600 games. Super common ones are Pac-Man, Combat, Pitfall, and Video Pinball. Are the only ones I've ever found there. Most of the time, I just kind of scour the VHS tapes and the cassette tapes because people bring those in all the time. And I've been eyeballing some stuff that they had there for a little while. So this last week, I decided I would finally crack. They were having a sale. I guess they were just trying to clear stuff out. They're having a bag sale where if you bought 2 bags or 1 bag, whatever you could fit in 1 bag, just like a plastic grocery bag, whatever you could fit in 1 bag was $3. And then if you got 2 bags, it was only $2, which was weird. But so I ended up walking out of there with 3 pairs of jeans, 2 Crocs that I get, like Croc jar, clay jar things I gave to my sister-in-law for her birthday, and all the stuff I'm going to show you here. I'm trying to think if there was anything else, but I don't think there was. All the stuff I'm going to show you, and 3 pairs of jeans and 2 Crocs. And I spent a total of $2.18. So it was a pretty good deal. 18 cents was the tax. They charged tax there, which is weird, I know. But one of the things, and not even all the tapes that are in this actually came from there, was this 8-track tape box. And it came with some of these tapes, not all of them. Some of them I already had, and I just put them in there. But I'll show you the ones it did come with. And a couple of these I don't really even want. They just came with the box. And I wasn't going to like take the 8-track tapes out and set them there because no one else was ever going to buy them. I've been eyeballing this box for like 3 months because I had some 8-track tapes that were just kind of sitting on my shelf. I was like, fine, I'll just buy it because it was cheap. So I'll just start out here. The tapes I won't be keeping are probably Jackson Browne. Not a fan. Loretta Lynn. I like Old Country. I haven't actually listened to this tape yet. I don't even know if it works. But I can't imagine myself keeping it. The Statler Brothers. Like I said, I'm an Old Country fan. I could get down on some Statler Brothers. That's alright. Fleetwood Mac's Rumors. Kind of a cool tape to have, I guess. Willie Nelson and Ray Price, San Antonio Rose, and yeah, that was all the tapes that are in here. The rest of them I already had. Charlie Pride, Ronnie Millsap, Leroy Clark, and Merle Haggard, of course. Merle Haggard and the Strangers. Hello. Yeah, I collect 8-track tapes too. So, and a couple of vinyls too. See, they always have these vinyls in there, and they're just crap vinyls. Most of them are gospel and Christmas albums, and then I grabbed these just for grins. Yeah, just for grins. One of them is Modern Jazz for Piano, 4 Views. I haven't listened to it yet. It probably sucks. But and the other one is Lawrence Welk, Champagne Music. So, yeah, I mean, they were dirt cheap, so I was like, what the heck? I'll give them a spin, and if they suck, I'm not really out anything. I'm out some pocket change, if even that. But I did buy some VHS tapes, and I actually got these for free because I fixed the lady's space light at her house. So, at the thrift store, so she gave it to me for free. I went to school to be an electrician. I don't do that for a living, but I didn't forget how, so I fixed her light for free. Yeah, so I got these VHS tapes for free. I just kind of went to see what they had. Yeah, I came out with some tapes. I'm a big fan of Survivor, and I'm not really that interested in buying like the seasons of Survivor on DVD or anything, but one season I probably would do it is season 2, the Australian Outback, and I really liked that season a lot. It was actually the first season that I watched the whole thing. So they had this there. It's featuring never before seen footage, season 2, the greatest and most outrageous moments of season 2 of Survivor. So, I mean, even if I hadn't got it for free, it would have cost me like $1 for all these tapes that I got. So I got that. I got 3 Yu-Gi-Oh tapes. I'm only a moderate Yu-Gi-Oh fan. I like to watch from time to time, but I like the old, like the original Yu-Gi-Oh. It got too weird, like a lot of those shows did. Uh, but I bought these anyway. I'll probably check them out. It's they go in a set. I mean, they go at least they go in order. Well, one of them is Yu-Gi-Oh the movie, so got that one, and then these two go together. They at least one follows the other. It's volume 8 and 9 of Battle City Duels. So it's episodes 180 through 189 on these two tapes. So I'll give them a look. You know, like I said, I'm only about this much of a Yu-Gi-Oh fan. I probably will never get to collect the cards. Maybe some movies. I don't know. So I bought those. And then the last one to go along with my Pokemon first movie, I bought Pokemon 2000. I already had this on VHS actually, but I didn't have the box. So the box is really crappy, but I mainly just want, you know, the cover so I could see it on the shelf. You know, I'm a little weird like that. So yeah, that was VHS tapes. Now on to the video games. So I've showed you my 8-tracks, my records, things. First off, I'll go ahead and show you a trade that I did with a very kind gentleman on Atari Age. We made a cool deal, and I sent him some games, and he sent me. I sent him some games and some cash, and he gave me some awesome stuff. I'm not gonna say how much I paid, because well, it's not really that big a deal. But I don't know if he wants, whatever. So I'll just go ahead and show you. He sent me 2 systems and 2 games, one for each system, which is very cool. And I sent him Flashback, Quest for Identity, and Video Pinball for the Atari Jaguar, and Pokemon Leaf Green and Pokemon Silver for the Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Color, respectively. And then an amount of cash. And he sent me some awesome stuff, including a 32X, Sega 32X. I really wanted one of these, but there's really only one reason that I wanted this 32X. There's several games that I would find fun, probably, you know, that I'll probably get and I'll probably play, and it'll probably be awesome. But the first and foremost reason that I got the Sega 32X, and the first and foremost reason that I was interested in getting a 32X was Doom. Who'd have thought? Doom for the 32X. So now I'm on my way to having, you know, even more collection of Doom. It's part of a personal goal of mine is to collect every version of Doom that there is, and also Wolfenstein 3D. And basically, actually, we'll rephrase that. My goal is to have every version of id Software or ID Software's games available for the home console. I would really like to have all the versions of Doom, first and foremost, Wolfenstein 3D, Quake, and Hexen. So, yeah. So, Doom for the 32X. I am on my way, folks. I am on my way. So now I have it for the Super Nintendo, the Jaguar, and 32X, and PC, of course. I think that's it. I have it for the Xbox, because it's on Doom 3 disc. It's on the Doom 3 disc, and the collector's edition disc. So yeah, I've got it on there too. And I can't wait for October, I think it is, for the Doom 3 BFG edition. That's another video, another time, but I'm excited about that. So, he also sent me a Vader. Yes. Atari 2600 Vader model. I was very excited to get this. I didn't actually have an Atari 2600. I had a 7800 that's on its last legs. It doesn't actually work very well. So I was very, 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 very happy to get this. And the previous owner, and I asked the guy, and he said that he didn't actually do this either. He thought it was kind of cool that they had done this. It's actually modded a little bit. They took the RF cable coming out of the 2600, and they chopped it off and they've spliced on a piece of coax, which it works great. So this is a really good mod. Very cool. So yeah, Atari 2600 Vader. And with the Vader, he didn't have a power supply, which kind of sucked, but I had one. I have an adjustable power supply that I could change the voltage on and change the little plug on, so I didn't actually need it per se. But I am looking for an Atari 2600 power supply. It's on my want thread on Atari Age. Go check it out. I'll put a link below to my Atari Age page, or my Atari Age thread, my want thread. Sent an original 2600 joystick with it, and also a copy of Berserk, which is an amazing game. And he didn't know that I had this game already, and that's okay, because this card's actually in better shape than mine was, because mine actually had a tear on the front cover. My own doing, of course. There was a sticker on it, and I was trying to pull the sticker off, and I ripped the label. But, oh well, I've already found a new home for it. I'm making a trade with another gentleman on Atari Age. That's another pickup video later on. And so, yeah, got a new copy of Berserk, one of my very favorite Atari 2600 games. Pretty close to the top, actually. It's probably number 2. Number 2 or number 3. It's up there. It's probably number 2. Defender is a game I just discovered for the Atari 2600. I've owned it for a while. I think I did a previous pickup video about Defender. Oh my god. I love Defender. Holy crap. Awesome game. Okay, on to the next pickup. This actually happened last night. My wife, the loving, beautiful wife that she is, was scouring Facebook, you know, she's part of several groups, like swap groups and, you know, sell your stuff groups on Facebook, and she found somebody selling a Super Nintendo package bundle. So she's, you know, asking, you know, how much they want for it. It's like, oh, we already sold it. Crap. And so after she commented, somebody else commented below her saying, hey, we have one. You want it? So she started personal messaging this lady, and sure enough, she had a Super Nintendo that she was willing to sell. My wife was asking me, you know, how much is one worth? I'm like, well, I mean, I don't know. It depends. You know, how much do they want for it? Well, she said 50, and they have 6 games for it. I was like, well, price really for something like that, you know, for it to be a good deal, it really depends on what games they have. So what games do they have? So she asked what games, and they come back and say, well, we have the Hunt for the Red October. Hunt for the Red October. I bought it, just so y'all know. The Hunt for the Red October. This actually doesn't work. It's crushed in the back. The back part's broken, and I can't get it to work. It doesn't mean it's. I guess it doesn't mean it's destroyed. It just means I can't get it to work. So, if anybody wants it. NHL '96 was another one that they said they had. They did in fact have it. The label's in kind of crap shape. But they have Desert Strike. This is actually the worst label in the deal. Desert Strike. So far, when she's telling me this, nothing is catching my interest at all. Especially because I have Desert Strike on the Genesis, so I'm trying to get rid of. Dr. Mario Tetris. Getting a little better now. Dr. Mario's an addicting game. Getting a little better. Dr. Mario Tetris. Super Mario All-Stars. Definitely getting a little better here. And this was a clincher. She talked her down to $40 on this deal. Then this was the clincher for me. As soon as she said these words, I said, buy it. For $40. I got those 5 games, a system that I'll show you here in a second, 3 controllers and all the hookups, and secret of Mana. I was pretty stoked. I'm not gonna lie. I've heard such great things about this game, and I've watched YouTube videos about it, and I was excited. let me tell you, I was excited. Secret of Mana. The label is in great shape. And, I mean, there's obviously marks of wear, whatnot, but the back looks good. I mean, there's no stickers on it really. There's a little nick there in the bottom. But all in all, it's in like great shape. I just couldn't believe it. If this game goes for like 40 bucks, 35, 40 bucks on eBay, card only, all the time. And and I told her that. It's like, you know, the price she's asking is what this game alone is worth. So I could definitely resell the rest of the package, especially with a game like Mario All-Stars, Dr. Mario Tetris. Somebody will definitely get that. And I've actually already traded it off, so I mean, I still have it, but it's in the process of being traded. Once again, another pickup video. But the system itself is great. I actually kind of want to keep this one and trade off my other one, but I won't do that. I'll go ahead and trade him this one just because he's seen a picture of this one. And the only yellowing it's got is on the front around the controller ports. The rest of the system is in great shape. It's not yellow. I mean, here's mine. I was testing it, so mine's unhooked. Here's mine. Mine's yellow. This one, not yellow. I mean, that's so awesome. I mean, this thing's in like such great shape. It's even got the, I think that's an original sticker. It's worn off, so you can't see what it says. But I think that's an original sticker on there still. But yeah, I mean, it's a little dirty, especially when you open the little door here. It's kind of dirty down inside there, so I'll probably clean it out before I trade it off to the guy. And it's a little yellow right here around the controller ports, which I don't really understand why it's yellow there and not yellow everywhere like mine is. I mean, I just bought this at a garage sale. Funny enough, mine is not yellow right there around the controller ports, but this one is. So I don't know. It's a great system. It works, and so yeah. I mean, I might have even paid 40 bucks just because the system is in such great shape, and the games that came with it, just to switch out mine and maybe sell mine and make a little profit, maybe, or even if I didn't make a little profit, even if I was out 10, 15 bucks because I couldn't sell just my system with no games. I mean, I don't know. Even if they didn't have Secret of Mana, I probably would have seriously considered it because the system is in such great shape. So yeah, that was a Super Nintendo pickup last night. Big thank you to my wife for finding that for me on Facebook. I am now the proud owner of my very own copy of Secret of Mana, and I didn't have to pay $45 for just it alone. So yeah, big thank you to the wife. Two more things to show you, two games. Both of these I ordered on eBay just because I really wanted to play them. I spent a little too much, a little more than I wanted to on the second one I'm going to show you, understandably so, based on what game it is. And then I way underspent on the first one. And maybe the port sucks, I don't know, but I've never played the game before. But we'll go back and say it. I'm a big id Software guy, and I already mentioned the game. It's Hexen. I found this on eBay, and the price, when I started bidding on it, it was only like, I don't know, like 15 cents, something like that. I put my max bid in, and the auction ended at $1.25 with like 3-something shipping. So I ended up spending less than $5 shipped for this game, Hexen. Maybe it really sucks for the N64. I know the game doesn't suck. I've never played it, but I've watched some videos, and everybody says it's a great, solid game from ID Software. It uses the same engine that Doom did. I can't see how this game could be bad. So maybe it's just a crap port. I don't know, but I mean, I mean, other copies were selling for more than $1.25. I think I just got lucky. Nobody else was looking for it at that moment. So I got a really great bid. The card's in great shape. I mean, obvious signs of wear, you know, just a little bit right there and a little bit up here. But I mean, come on, it's id Software, and I see that there's a little bit of Sharpie on the back that someone's tried to wipe off. It's not completely gone, but hey, as long as the game works. The eBay said it was tested. I haven't tested it myself yet, but I will. And last, and certainly not least, a game that I've wanted for a while. Probably, basically, you know, a game that I've wanted since I started collecting. You know, seriously, which has only been less like 6 months. Seriously collecting. I've had other video games before that. We'll say 6 months though. A game that I've wanted to get, and certainly wanted to get ever since I got my Super Nintendo, and I paid $21 was my ending bid on it on eBay. So like my camera phone decided to stop recording, I should really invest in a new camera. Stop using my phone. Also, I noticed that my video was very blurry. But the closer I got to the camera, the better it got. So, I won't leave you hanging any longer. Final Fantasy II was the last game on my my pickups there. So, that's it. Subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Down there. Down there. Everybody does that. Everybody points down there in this region. I will put links to whatever pages I said I would. I said I'd leave a link to my Atari Age page, and also check out my other videos. I did a Wolfenstein 3D Super Nintendo video a little while ago. Check that out. Did a video response to Ballin' Nick's top 10 favorite RPGs. Go check out his channel.